Dear student, welcome to my class of Science 1, chapter number 1, the laws of motion. Today we will discuss regarding the topic of speed and velocity. Now, just concentrate on a question which you have written on the blackboard. What is that question? Which object is moving fast? Dear student, we are performing a simple experiment with two cars. One car is big car, second car is a small car. Now you have to answer me a question, that is, which car is moving fast. We have performed the simple experiment, and by observation you can easily tell that small car moves faster than a big car. But in every case you will not be able to observe the objects, and therefore you have to find out its solution by experimental way. How we can find out by experimental way? You have to consider the ratio for small car and ratio for big car. Whose ratio you have to consider? The distance traveled by small car divided by the time taken by the small car to cover the distance, and the similar manner you have to consider the ratio for a big car of distance upon time. Here, when I did have performed the experiment, the length of the table was 100 centimeter, and in this case also the length of the table was 100 centimeter. Now I will just find out the time. After performing the experiment, we did find out that the time taken to cover 100 centimeter by small car comes out to be how much second? 1 second approximately. And in the case of big car, it comes out to be how much second? 2 seconds approximately. Therefore, when we did find out the ratio, it comes out to 100 upon 1 will be equal to how much? 100 centimeter per second. And this comes out to be 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10, 0. Therefore, it comes out to be 50 centimeter per second. Means that the small car is moving faster than big car. This characteristic of fastness in terms of physics, we are measuring it with the help of ratio. This ratio is termed as speed. This ratio is termed as speed, that is equal to distance upon time. It means that from the experiment which we have performed earlier, now we can define the speed. What is speed? Total distance traveled by an object in unit time is known as speed. Therefore, we can just formalize this statement in the form of formula, that is a mathematical statement. Speed is equal to total distance traveled upon time required. Now we can frame the unit of speed. How we can frame the unit of speed? We know that the distance is measured in SI unit in terms of meter, and time is measured in terms of second. Therefore, the SI unit of speed will be meter per second. It can be also written as meter per second. Now, we will learn regarding the CGS unit. In terms of CGS unit, total distance traveled by an object is measured in terms of centimeter, and time required is measured in terms of second. Therefore, what will be the CGS unit of speed? Centimeter per second. It can be written as centimeter per second. Now, we know that speed can be measured, and therefore it is a physical quantity. And here we only consider the magnitude of the quantity. Therefore, such type of quantity is known as which quantity? It is known as scalar quantity. It means that speed is a which quantity? Speed is a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. You can remember it from the first letter, that is the S. S means it is a scalar quantity because it requires only magnitude. Now, when we measure the speed, speed can have only positive values and zero value. Which values? positive and 0 values.
Students, now we will switch over to the next concept. I am just adding direction to a speed, and what result comes, we will just learn it from the simple experiment.
Student, we have performed a simple experiment with the ball. Ball moves along the table from initial point A to final point B. And it is moving along a straight line, therefore it is moving towards which direction? Eastward direction. It means that ball has got a speed along with the east direction. Now I have to consider certain ratio. That ratio equals to the minimum distance between the initial point and final point with direction. This quantity in terms of physics, we have learned it and we called it as a displacement. We call it as a displacement, SPPLA, displacement, and it is divided by time. Because it is a distance with direction. Distance with direction means displacement. Displacement upon time. Now this quantity in terms of physics we call it as a velocity. We call it as a velocity. Therefore, I am writing here it as a velocity. Now we have got quantity here. Suppose this is the ball at initial point A and it is moving towards the eastward direction and reaching at point B along a straight line. The distance is equal to 100 centimeter and suppose it is covering it in how much time? 2 seconds. Then what will be its velocity? 100 divided by 2 seconds. Then this comes out to be how much? 50 centimeter per second. Velocity can be defined as the rate of change of displacement, or you can just consider it as a speed with the direction. In simple manner, we can define the velocity as the displacement of an object in unit time is known as velocity. Now I want to just make its mathematical statement in terms of formula. How you can write it? Velocity equals to displacement upon time. Now you have to find out the unit of velocity. In terms of SI unit, you know that displacement is measured in terms of meter and time is measured in terms of second. Therefore, SI unit of velocity will be meter per second. Also, you can write it like this, meter per second. In CGS unit, we know that displacement is measured in terms of centimeter and time is measured in terms of second. Therefore, CGS unit will be centimeter per second. It can be also written as centimeter per second. Now, whether the velocity is a physical quantity or not? Yes, it is a physical quantity because we can measure the velocity. It has got magnitude as well as direction and therefore it is a which quantity? It is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity because it has got both magnitude and direction. This you can remember it by the letter V. V means which? Thus, velocity is a physical quantity. We can measure it. Therefore, it may have which values? It may be positive, comma, it may be negative, or it may have which value? And which value it will have? 0 values.